Hey, this is a Spire channel again, and it's time to do the Necrobinder Ascension 2 run. So yeah, let's just keep going, get right into it. Okay, so we have the opportunity to get Niall's Fury again. Maybe I should give this thing another chance just to have some, damage at the start. At the start of Elite Combats, draw 2 additional... Okay, that's like a bag of preparation that only works for Elites. So not bosses or not, normal fights. 2 random relics. Oh, 2 random relics might be good. I mean, our Necrobinder deck is only 10 cards, so maybe adding 2, cards to it isn't too terrible. Or do we want to try Niall's Fury again? 10 damage. It's not 12, right? If it was 12 damage, maybe... maybe it's just me. I just kind of like... maybe I'm a compulsive gambler. I just like gambling for the random relics, right? I guess I'll do this again. Okay, we got Meat on the Bone. Got Venerable Tea Set. Meat on the Bone, that might be good, right? Tea Set, good for some fights, like maybe this one. But let's see, where should we go first? Do we want to hit up an Elite before a camp? Is that because it looks like we kind of have to, right? If we want to get an early Elite. Let's see. I mean, we can go this way and, kind of into here. Maybe go 3, and maybe even 4 elites if we're being optimistic, right? Yeah, we can always go this way if things start to go bad, right? So why don't we try that? Maybe we'll be able to get a lot of elites in this act. Oh yeah, we should check the boss. It's the Ceremonial Beast, so that's the one that it gets stunned once you get it to a certain HP threshold. It will do the thing where it, some turns you can only play 1 card, so yeah. And this is the underdogs, I guess, right? Is there anywhere where it says, like, underdogs, or do you just have to pay attention at the start? Or do you just have to know the color scheme? Yeah, I'm not sure. But this is the underdogs, not the overgrowth, right? So, Fuzzy Wormcrawler. Fuzzy Wormcrawler will buff its strength, but, when it's by itself, it's not that big of a deal. Well, I say that, but, now we're kind of... Yeah, it's 7 strength. Alright, so yeah, we got it without taking any damage. Okay, Defile, that's good early damage, 13, for 1 energy. It can even exhaust itself later in the game to get out of our deck, although that still takes up a card draw. Do we summon 2 and gain 2 energy like a delayed? Or do we take the Grave Blast, which will deal 4 and put a discard pile into our... So that can work with Unleash, sometimes, but maybe we take the Defile. That seems the strongest option for, a floor 1. Okay, we've got the Leaf Slime, which is, for the medium one. And I guess the small ones are always Twigs and Leaf Slime. I've never seen it be 2 Twig Slimes and 2 Leaf Slimes. So maybe that's just guaranteed, right? So do we want to do 13 here and just... Or do we want to take out the Twig Slime and just overkill it? Well, either way, we're going to have to be hitting these things twice unless we get, Bodyguard Unleash, right? I mean, maybe we just, kill the Twig Slime and then, go for the Leaf Slime next. And then go for the Leaf Slime medium after that, right? So we can... Oh, well, we can't defend this turn, but, so we will take a little bit shit damage, right? 13... 19, 20, yeah, we can't. So maybe we really should have attacked the Leaf Slime first, I'm not sure. So we probably want to do it this way. Oh! No, whoops! I only had 2 energy left. Okay, that was a mistake. Hopefully we don't take extra damage because of that. I don't think we will. But, oh, we might actually. Now we drew our defense in a bad order. Yeah, I messed up there. Okay, but we might still not get punished for that mistake. Yeah, we can... Okay. So yeah, we did lose 6 damage on that turn to the medium slime, but, we didn't end up paying for it in the subsequent turns. We didn't take damage. So Veil Piercer. Veil Piercer that can make the Defile free, I guess, and does 10 damage. Blight Strike, apply Doom, but enemies will still attack before they die to Doom, right? So sometimes that's not always that great. First attack each turn deals 50% additional damage, so you know that can help, you know, I guess sometimes. It's a power, huh? Maybe we do want the front-loaded damage first, though, for you know early on in the game. We have a Stecco Oil, so it's unlike in the original Slay the Spire, it's 7 cards now, so they did increase its strength compared to the original Slay the Spire. Well, that might be, you know, something we can have for the first elite fight, which we're taking before a camp. So, in case we have a bad turn that we need to try to. Okay, so we got through that. Or a big. That's another good potion that you know might come in handy for the elite fight. Okay, 7 block. It copies itself. That's not always good, right? But well, we can't actually play this. Or well, we can after a camp, and then we can if we. Oh no, this. Oh, so it doesn't decrease its cost when you upgrade it. It upgrades the damage. So we can only play it after a camp and only on the first turn, right? So we're probably not wanting to take that. Maybe we just take the Undeath. You know, we could use some block. And you know, copying itself. You know, most fights in Slay the Spire and Slay the Spire 2 tend to be pretty short, so, you know, maybe this copying itself won't be that bad. Okay, so we can upgrade a card, or we can enchant a card with Sown. So is an upgrade better, or getting an energy the first time each combat better? Well, we can also heal 9 HP if we do this, right? And, you know, that would give us some more HP. So 1 energy later in the game would probably be better than, you know, doing like 4 more damage, right? So maybe we do want to do the Sown. And then we'll just do it to the Undeath, because that's something that we can always, yeah, we're guaranteed to be able to play, I guess, right? Yeah, why don't we do that? The first, yeah. Okay, so we've got a Sown Undeath. So let's try the elite fight without a potion. Okay, we've got Frog Parasite. Unfortunately, we don't have any area of effect, you know, for after it splits, because when we kill this, it splits into 4 smaller enemies, which are weaker. Okay, this is not a good starting hand either, but maybe we try the Aerobic Acid to try to get some help for this fight. Okay, we got a Flatten. Okay, we can draw 3 cards. That's good. Whenever attacks deal damage. Okay, yeah, this is a lot of help actually. So I think we save our Stecco Oil and then, you know, just play this fight, you know, with what we have now. So now we're dealing Doom, you know, every time we deal damage, right? Yeah. So this will make this fight easy. So now it splits into 4, and then, you know, oh, okay, so because it died at the end of its turn, they're stunned this turn, right? Interesting. Because, yeah, if you kill it before the end of its turn, does that happen? Because I think then it splits immediately, and then, you know, you're taking their attacks the next turn. So I guess it's good to have that frog thing die to poison or doom or something, right? So, you know, you get an extra turn to just, you know, wail on them. Okay, that's good to know. So we're doing, you know, this will do an effect 26, right? Because they're stunned, right? And we've got the doom power. We do this, and then so this will also do, you know, effectively 26 damage. And then we don't need to do this, right? Because, you know, yeah, we already played the cards we could. Okay, so that's a good thing to know about the, you know, yeah, we will be taking the damage unless we kill it immediately, right? Which we probably don't need to do. We can just, you know, have Osti take the damage. Well, we could have just, yeah. We probably should have double strike it and just got out of the fight. Yeah, it doesn't matter because we'll just win the next turn anyways, probably. But yeah, we did waste a little bit of time there, if not HP. Okay, Hornclate, this is very good. We like getting 14 block at the start of our second turn. Yeah, that's, you know, always been a strong relic, you know, ever since the original Slay the Spire. Upgrade 2 cards in our discard. Deal 8, add Ethereal to a card in your hand. So I guess that can be sort of a combo with Veil Piercer, or we can just, you know, thin out our deck with cards we can't play, right? Get strikes and defense out of our deck temporarily. Also deal 7, add Retain. Okay, so adding a retain to a card is also good. Like, we can retain Undeath for when we need it. Do we want to upgrade 2 cards in our discard pile temporarily? That could be a form of scaling. And it is, you know, immediate damage, right? We are kind of going into the Ethereal. So maybe let's just keep going into the Ethereal thing, right? See if that, you know, we get some synergies for that. I guess, you know, I don't know if this is the best decision, but, you know, let's just kind of play it by ear, I guess. So, 4. Bodyguard, I mean, the good thing about this is that you can save it for the next turn, right? If you're not being attacked this turn. Do we upgrade our starter? But I think for now, right, because we're early on into the game, we like doing more damage, so I guess we just add the +4 to the defile. Yeah. One energy, 17 damage, that's pretty efficient. So yeah, take another elite. Okay, it's Bygone Effigy. I've just been calling it statue, but apparently its full legal name is the Bygone Effigy, right? And unfortunately, you know, our turn 1, well, we didn't draw as many attacks as we would have liked. We could play the Snecko Oil though too. I mean, playing these cards, you know, we can still, you know, kind of, well, build up the flow, right? So I think we do still want to play this before we, you know, start attacking and doing the Snecko Oil. We probably don't want to play the defend just for the flow, right? Because we can use our Snecko Oil and then, you know, draw some more cards that which we might need the energy to play. So first, let's just attack, and before we do our Snecko Oil to prevent the cards, you know, because we don't want these to cost 2 or 3, right? So we probably do want to start playing our attacks in the order of ascending damage before we use our Snecko Eye. So now we can use our Snecko Oil just so we can try to use our potion. So okay, let's play this. So let's play the free cards. And okay, so we probably don't want to lose this to the Ethereal, even though it costs 2 now, which is kind of annoying, right? That's a bit of a shame, but the next turn it'll be buffing, right? So this Horn Cleat doesn't really help any for this fight because Bygone Effigy always does this, you know, buffing on the second turn, but that's okay. It'll be useful for other fights. So again, attacks in ascending order, right? And then next turn we'll be taking a big hit. 25. So can we kill it before? Oh, we've got the Undeath, which, you know, kind of copied itself. Oh, okay, the copy does give you the energy the first turn, you know. So it doesn't, yeah, you still get the zone. That's good, so that's good to know. So the copies will get the first time you play this card each combat. It doesn't get removed from, you know, right, the original. So yeah, we can block as much as we can and then, you know, do this. So we're not taking any damage because Asti, you know, managed to tank the damage. So now, you know, we can finish it off, right? Or can we? Is this enough? Oh wait, yeah, because okay, so the next Ethereal card you play costs 0. That carries over from turn to turn, so you can save it for the next turn or a subsequent turn. That seems pretty good. That's good to know. Yeah, cards worded this way did work like that in the original Slay the Spire 2, but yeah, it just slipped my mind, and you know, sometimes it might not be completely clear. So we did get a buff from the Veil Piercer, so that does carry over from turn to turn. Okay, so yeah, good. We got a Bone Brew. Okay, that can buff Asti when we need it. So this is much better than the Block Potion, right? It's 15 instead of 12. And maybe it can synergize with Asti sometime, you know, if we're doing more damage with our starter Unleash, right? Amethyst Aubergine. So, okay, 10 more gold per enemy. Add Retain to hand. Gain 6 block if you apply Doom. Gain block additional 2 times. So, right now we're not applying any Doom and we're kind of on the Ethereal card track, right? Well, this is 6 block. Do we need that? I don't know. Or do we just apply Doom and draw a card? Or, well, maybe we can add retain to cards in our hand. That could be useful sometime. Yeah. Or do we take Death's Door and try to get more Doom stuff later? So this would be kind of 18 block on the turns we gain Doom, where we apply Doom, right? Which is pretty strong, but you know, it's just, are we going to be able to go into that route? Maybe we just take the snap, do the retain thing. Maybe that might be useful. Okay, we've got a lot more slimes. Okay, so do we play this for free? Well, that's not going to help, right? Like, what is just playing this doesn't really do anything. I mean, I guess we can just knock out this, or yeah. So I guess we can just save, you know, the energy, or unless we just really want to copy it just to have, you know, more 7 block cards later. Well, actually, maybe we do copy it just to have more chance at 7 block. Okay. Now we're taking slimes. Yeah, I mean, our deck is getting clogged with slime, so maybe having more 7 block cards in our deck isn't too bad. So now we're being attacked, but we do have the Horn Cleat, you know, so that sort of helps. I mean, 19, 22. Okay, so maybe we just full block, get this slime a little bit lower. Unfortunately, we still don't have any area of effect damage, but you know, we're managing. So if we Defile, Unleash, that's 31 damage, right? So we can get rid of this. So we don't have to block. Okay, there's the Veil Piercer. So we can make a card free, right? By doing Sculpting Strike Veil Piercer, so that'll help us a little bit more. So we can do 18, 24, 30 damage, or you know, we can also draw a card and hope it's something good. So 30 damage isn't enough to kill this. But, you know, this by itself isn't going to make us take damage because Osti's got enough. So let's just get rid of the Leaf Slime. So we can just do it this way. Yeah, and then Osti will tank, and then we'll avoid taking damage. Okay, well, let's see if we can get rid of this. No, okay. Well, no, we can... No, this one already is the original, that one that doesn't give us energy anymore. Okay. But next turn, yeah, we got this, and without taking damage too, even though we didn't have any area of effect damage. Thanks to our Horn Cleat. Okay, there's AoE, but... Okay, but we are in the Ethereal, going into the Ethereal mode, right? So, you know, that might be something to consider. So we have one... We only have one Ethereal card, though. Although this makes more cards... This makes the... Can make Ethereals, you know, kind of... so this can kind of... So we need a whole deck cycle just to set this up. I mean, it might be good later, though, if we keep doing more Ethereal stuff. If we upgrade this, it doesn't cost less, it just does more damage. Huh. And then... Oh, it costs 2 less for each Ethereal card. Okay, so I guess we could potentially play it in the first deck cycle if we, you know, draw the cards in the right order. So I guess we just try to take this and then, you know... Maybe we could take more Ethereal cards later. Okay, first time we gain block from a card each combat, yeah. So now, well, this is a bit unreliable right now, right? So for now... well... So this could be the eel or the other elite we haven't seen yet, right? Let's think about this. The eel, we don't need area of effect damage, but, you know, block is good, and this duplicates itself, so maybe, you know, upgrading this is fine. I mean, 2 block isn't a strong upgrade, but if the fight goes longer, then, you know, I don't even remember what the third elite was in the Underdogs. I mean, we kind of don't want to upgrade this right now, right? Do we just want to be a bit more defensive? Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, so let's try the elite, right? It's Burdon. Okay, so you can run into Burdonis in the Underdog. Oh no, so the elites are the same as the overgrowth. So the yeah, because we ran into statue and we ran into the. Okay, it's only the bosses that are different from overgrowth and underdogs. But no, I thought there was an eel elite in the underdogs that you could run into, or is this overgrowth? Maybe we weren't paying attention. But no, this is definitely. Yeah, I don't remember actually. Maybe I could check where we are in our Steam. Oh, okay. No, this is overgrowth. Yeah, so according to our Steam status, we are in overgrowth. Okay, so this, yeah, for some reason I thought we were in underdog. So yeah, we did get the overgrowth. Okay, so yeah, is there actually a way to check in game besides just because yeah I mean we just have to know. So ceremonial beast is an overgrowth boss. I just didn't remember. Okay. In any case, yeah, let's. So we do want to add Ethereal to cards in hand so we can, play our Banshee's Cry, right? So let's just do it to the Undeath so we can play that. And just stack up our Bodyguard. We did use up our Vambrace, but, next turn we've got the Horn Cleave, so, it's unfortunate to not draw more damage that turn, though. That's, kind of annoying. So next Ethereal card costs 0. We can get that going. Unfortunately, we still haven't. Well, we didn't draw the Defile in time to be able to play the Banshee's Cry this deck cycle. That's very unfortunate. I mean, we have a meat on the bone, and we don't want to use it Bone Brew, right? If we're not really in desperate. Well, we can rechain the Banshee's Cry so we can play it next turn, right? Let's do it. Let's do that. That seems like a plan. Do we want to block for 5? So if we block for 5, we take 13 and go down to 38, right? And we won't be in meat on the bone range. So we probably actually do not want to block. We want to take the extra damage as, Usually that's not a thing, right? But if we take 18 now... No, that's not enough, right? That'll take us to... No, yeah, that is enough. If we take 18, we go down to... So, yeah, okay, our math is sort of failing. If we go down to 39... No, we wouldn't be in meat in the bone range, right? So we'd have to take even more damage. So maybe we do want to block. No, wait, 39 plus 18 is 57. What am I talking about? Okay, yeah, I'm kind of trying to do math while doing a recording. That's so 33. If we go down to 33 from taking 18, we will be in meat on the bone range. So yeah, we do take this damage, and then yeah, we do want to take the damage. We usually don't want to... Oh, we had Asti too. I forgot... Oh, okay. We kind of outsmarted ourselves there, right? We didn't want to take that damage. Well... Okay, so we were kind of getting a little too cute there. And took extra damage for no reason. Alright, well... We got our parrying shield. Summon 3 exhaust in the draw pile. Asti deals 6. Apply Doom. Well, we probably don't need any of those, right? Let's skip these, or do we want to summon 3 and exhaust 1 in the draw pile? I mean, what does this upgrade do? Yeah, we don't need these. Okay, so let's... So now we need to take 8 more damage to get into meat on the bone range, but, that... Fokmok. What is this? Okay, this is kind of like that one fight in a later act where it summons a mob that revives, although this one only has 6 hit points. So we probably want to retain the Banshee's Cry again, right? Just like we did before in the previous fight. So that's actually pretty good in that, it protects us from the bad draw orders from Banshee's Cry. So we just, keep it until we can actually play it, right? So if we... So this is Ethereal, right? And then we can add an Ethereal to a card in our hand. So we do that. And then next turn we'll be able to win with the Banshee's Cry. Alright, let's do that. It'd be nice to have another Ethereal card, but we have no such luck. Upgrade 2 in our discard pile, just Uh, I mean, just to have some mid-fight upgrades, or add 3 souls to draw a pile. Okay, well, And this is loses HP, so it'll go through enemy block. But do we need that? I mean, card draw right now? Probably not, right? Drain power. Oh, we can try just upgrading our cards, I guess. Alright, let's go on to the next elite. We get a merchant. Okay, there's Anchor. Be more defensive. First time we exhaust the skill. We're not really exhausting our skills, right? With tuning for it. This is pretty good, especially with the, undeath. But maybe we just take the Anchor just to have some, predictable, consistent block on the first turn. Draw a pile. Okay, we've got an Ethereal card, which would go well with our, other stuff. That might be useful. This might be useful too. First attack each turn does 50% additional, especially with the Banshee's Cry. I mean, 50% additional damage when we've got this. That might not be that bad. Well, this adding weak to the enemies is also, a good thing. If we upgrade it, adds 2 weak, right? Yeah. Retain. Oh, this is more ethereal synergy, so maybe we could take that too. But I think we want to take the Anchor. Maybe we take the lethality just for the Banshee's Cry, and that's kind of works well against the boss, right? Or well, this one's cheap. We can play that too. Yeah. So unfortunately, we don't have enough gold to get the D5, but okay. I mean, yeah, maybe we should have taken that instead of one of the other. Okay, it's the Frog Parasite again. So yeah, I guess we just want to set up our Banshee's Cry kind of thing, hopefully. Oh, okay, so we want to play our cards before we play the Drain Power just to get them upgraded, right? Okay, so yeah. So second turn we have the Anchor, so that's good. We saved our Vambrace, so we didn't play a block card the first turn, which would have been bad. Okay, so let's make something ethereal. I mean, do we save some health for Osti and use up our vamp? We probably don't want to do that, right? Let's just let Osti die and reset his HP. So we add retain to this, I guess, and then just, yeah. Oh, we can have Osti reset, but that's okay. And then, well, we don't need to block. Well, so, okay, so let's... So we'll make them split on our turn, right? And then we'll be dealing with attacks next turn, but that might be okay. We can... Yeah, we'll be able to... If we draw the Banshee's Cry, hopefully we do, right? We have a good chance. Then we'll be able to just finish off these enemies. So, okay, yeah, let's do it that way. Well, we could also... Well, yeah, we do want to get the lethality down, right? So... Let's play this first so we can at least deal, 17 damage to one of them in case we don't draw the Banshee's Cry, right? So we probably just, yeah, just to hedge our bets a little bit. Do we, so, I mean, if we don't draw the Banshee's Cry next turn, we might want the block, for, so maybe we don't want to do this, so yeah. So just to save our Vambrace charge. Okay, we did draw the Banshee's Cry, right? And we've got the 50% damage from lethality, so now, yeah. Frozen Egg, okay. If we get powers, we can upgrade them. Like, I don't really think we need card draw, right? And this is kind of a pretty energy inefficient way to upgrade Osti's health compared to our, bodyguard and just preventing him from taking damage. Okay, we got the Defy now that we couldn't afford in the shop, so that's good. Alright, that would be a good thing to upgrade too, just because, or maybe we do the lethality just for the more damage. Pull from below can upgrade the damage, or 2 weak is good, 75% damage. Maybe we'll start with the lethality. We do want to upgrade weak at some point in the future though. Okay, so we've got Ceremonial Beast. First turn doesn't attack. So we do want to play our Ethereal cards, right? We play the Defy before the Veil Piercer so we can carry over that buff to the next turn. I mean, I guess we play this just for 5 damage. Okay, not the greatest, but... We don't play... Oh no, we already had played a block card just because we didn't... You know, we had to use up our Vambrace charge just to help our Banshee's Cry become lower cost, so... Okay, that's a little unfortunate. We have our Hornclade. Hornclade is really doing good work for us this run. Oh yeah, I guess we could have considered resting, but you know, we're pretty confident with how things are going so far that we decided not to rest before the boss. So lethality, and then we can upgrade cards in our discard pile, right? So maybe we want to Banshee's Cry to get the benefit from lethality, and then we play the Drain Power hoping that we can upgrade it, right? Yeah, we did get the upgrade on Banshee's Cry. So now, I guess we play the Undeath just to prevent, you know, Osti from taking damage and dying. Oh, that was enough to do the stun thing anyways. Alright, so... Yeah, unfortunately we stunned it at a bad time, right? That was at the end of its turn. Oh yeah, we did it with the parrying shield. Alright, well, it would have been nice to have it this turn, but... we're still doing well this turn, right? So no, we have lethality, so we do need to play Unleash before Strike, right? But we don't want to mess that up. Okay. And hopefully we draw into, you know, the Banshee's Cry soon. So right now we can only play one card this turn because of the ringing. So do we 14, do we do 29, or do we block, or do we... I think we do 29, right? Let's just get out of this fight as soon as we can. Okay, so now we're once again unable to block. But I guess we just minimize the damage as much as we can, right? And now we do have the Banshee's Cry with lethality, right? Doing 68 damage. And it was upgraded from before with, you know... Yeah. Okay, so we got through the fight without too much trouble. We did have enough HP to, you know, not have to heal, so we before the boss fight. Necromaster. Okay, yeah, that doesn't seem bad, right? Some more AoE. Apply Doom to all enemies and instantly, you know, trigger it if it's enough. Soulstorm. Okay, well, we didn't go into the Souls route, and we do have the Frozen Egg, so the Necromastery is upgraded. Why don't we take that? So, let's see what our... Okay, we've got Hive for Act 2. Is Act 2 always Hive, or is there alternate Act 2s? I don't even remember. Let's see what our bonus is. Alright, defend... Enchant all defense with Goopy, so we can permanently upgrade them, you know, and give them Exhaust. Do we want to get additional energy starting from 3rd turn? Or do we want to double block gain from a card then go to sleep for 2 turns? Yeah, I kind of like this one. This one, like, it seems strong, you know, to us from our previous runs. Okay, so which way do we want to go? I mean, this way looks like it's got a couple of elites, which maybe get... Oh, well, there's an elite this way, too. I mean, there's also 2 elites this way. And then, well, there's a camp here and then another elite, right? But this way also has that in a late shop. So if we go this way... Huh. This way is a lot of fighting. I mean, we have the meat on the bone, so maybe we can risk, you know, taking a lot of fights. This way has a late shop. I mean, we do have the Amethyst Aubergine to give us more gold, right? Oh, there's a shop here too, so this late shop maybe isn't that useful if we end up spending all of our gold at the early shop. So do we need to shop this act, or... So we probably don't want to go this way, right? This is probably not good. And then here... We can always opt out of the elite if we're not feeling good about that. So, okay, this way has 2 camps. This way also has 2 camps. So let's take this way, I guess. Well, this is a lot of fights, but, you know, we have meat on the bone, and we have, you know, a lot of block. Maybe we'll be okay. So, okay, so... I guess we just set up, or do we do 15? So Asti won't completely die, right? Maybe we can just... Okay, let's do this. And then we do get the damage from the burying shield. So I guess we... Which card do we want to make Ethereal? Maybe the pull from below. Well, no. We need to play the Ethereal card, else we'll lose it. This is Ethereal, not Retain. Okay, so yeah. Let's just make the Banshee's Cry cheaper. Okay, Hornclate turn 2 is not good on this fight either, but what can you do? So 8, 5. So we probably just do want to block with our Vambrace, right? And, you know, try to do some more damage. We probably should have played the Drain Power before the defend to have a better chance of upgrading attacks. I don't know. Upgraded 2 strikes anyways. Okay, now we got it, right? Yeah. Okay, so that was good. We get our stolen Veil Piercer back. Okay, so what do we do now? Death Store. We're not really into the Doom. We're kind of more the Ethereal. Right hand. So 2 cost cards, that would be Necromastery and Banshee's Cry before we get it scaled up, right? Do we want another Sculpting Strike? One's probably enough, right? Let's skip this. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, so we can add Ethereal to drain... wait, so we're... I mean, this is already full block. We can just let Asti reset. Alright, that should be fine. Give this Ethereal. We do want to play the Strike before we play the Drain Power, so to make sure it gets upgraded. Okay, so we are able to kill this one, and we have the Horncleat block, right? So we don't need to play any blocks. Unfortunately, we don't have retain on the Banshee's Cry. That's kind of unfortunate. I mean, are we going to be able to kill this next turn if we strike it? Maybe, right? So these would do 9 damage. Oh, 9, 16. Yeah, we might. So maybe we do go for this one. I mean, we don't play the block so we can save the Vambrace. Alright, Necromastery is good here just to... Yeah. Okay. So we just use Asti to, you know, kind of... with the Necromastery to... I mean, we could, but... Yeah, we got that one. Sculpting Strike, add Ethereal to... so another one is just... another Banshee's Cry. Do we want a second one? We're already kind of having trouble playing the one we already have, right? Maybe we don't want a second one. I mean, do we take Sculpting Strike, or... I mean, that would just help power up the pull from below faster, or maybe we don't need a second one, though. It is upgraded, though. 11 damage. Normally, I mean... It is a little bit weak, though. This, yeah, maybe we don't want that. I mean, do we take a second Banshee's Cry? No. Well, hopefully we don't regret skipping that, but let's skip it. Mites. So these. Oh, these add the toxic cards to our hand. That's kind of not good, but okay. Hopefully we get through this fight without taking too much damage. Okay, so we want... Well, we don't need to play this, right? We would lose it if we don't play it, though, but... We're blocking from Anchor. I mean, do we get rid of the Vambrace just to save this? And well, if we play it, the Banshee's Cry will be cheaper, right? So we probably could have just played this and then used Undeath and played the Banshee's Cry instead of, you know, playing the Bodyguard. Well, maybe we should have. Oh well. Yeah, that probably would have been better than what we just did. Okay. We got the Toxic cards. Okay, we can Necromastery. That's good. And then I guess just discard. Play one of the Toxic. More Toxic. The sooner we can get rid of one of these, the better, right? I guess we just block with our Vambrace a little bit. That'll also trigger the Parrying Shield. Do we play the Lethality just to get the bench? Well, we can't actually play it yet. We need... Oh no, we can if we play this as Ethereal. Okay. So if we make the Toxic Ethereal, do we still take the damage? We probably do, right? So maybe we just do this, play one of these. We take a little bit of chip damage, but probably we have to do that. Okay. Just to prevent chip damage, and then... Okay, maybe we do want to kill this one. Or do we want to... Yeah. So we have Lethality, so this Defile will be enough to kill this next turn. Right? So let's just... Yeah. So we do that. Bodyguard, Toxic, and then the Toxic will hit Osti and, you know, they'll take... Oh no! Osti doesn't soak the Toxic damage. Okay, that's good to know. It's only attack damage. Alright, well, we messed up again. Alright. Lost a little health for no good reason. Gain 13 block, reduce whenever anyone dies. So whenever Osti dies over and over again, I guess this would... So it's not good, like, at the start before we take chip damage. Is this too slow, or do we take it, like, in just throughout the course of the fight? This will help us block. I guess we can take it. It may be good for the longer fights. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll regret that, but we'll see. Okay, we do want a full block so we can stun the Bullbug, right? Yeah, I guess we do this just for the stun. Add Ethereal, so we do want to start playing cards Ethereal to make the Banshee's Cry actually playable, right? Okay, Lethality, so that'll make the Banshee's Cry free, right? And well, we'll just have a Lethality out too to be able to start doing more damage. Why is this 17 damage? Is it just because it calculates the lethality on the tooltip? That's probably what it is, right? So this isn't actually 17. It's 10. Okay, yeah. So it does add the lethality to here. Okay. So if we do 24, this wouldn't be 17. This would be 10. This would be 34 damage. So that's yeah. So we are taking damage from the... Okay, let's save a little bit of Osti's health, right? And just kill it. Yeah. Okay, this has woken up, unfortunately. And then, okay, we did manage to scale that a little bit. 29, yeah, just to make the Melancholy cheaper also. So let's do that. So now we can gain the 13 block and then... Yeah, let's just start doing that. Slumbering Beetle. Alright, but we could block. Banshee's Cry. Yeah, we need to play that as our first attack, right? That's the strongest thing we have. And then we, yeah. Weak Potion. Do we? We probably don't need a Weak Potion. Or we'll just keep the Energy Potion. Drain Power. So upgrade more. This hasn't really helped us that much, has it? Next turn summon 3, gain energy. Well, we don't. Yeah, we probably don't. Well, yeah, we don't really like delayed effects. So this is upgraded though, and energy support. If we get card draw later, you know, but do we have a good way to guarantee we can actually use all that energy? Not really, right? Rattle. So do we have enough Osti attacks to justify taking Rattle? Well, we have Snap, we have Unleash. Probably not though, right? Let's just skip. Okay, what's our actually Infested Prism? So the first time we play an attack, we get the energy back. So we can add. Uh-oh. Do we want to play the Defend to? Yeah, we probably do, right? Okay, so let's just, yeah, let's do that way. I mean, I guess Liquid Memories works on the Banshee's Cry if we ever need to play it near the beginning of a combat. So, Bodyguard. Drain Power. And then Snap to retain the Undeath, right? And then, yeah. So we have a little bit of insurance, which it turned out we needed, right? Well, we can just play this too. 18, 26. I mean, this is almost full block. Okay, let's just do it this way then. Oh, we could have played. Maybe we should have tried to trigger the Vital Spark. Okay, it's okay. We get our powers down. We lost our D5 because it's Ethereal. Next Ethereal, you card replay. So we can play the Defile for free, right? Get the energy back. We probably do need to play the... Oh yeah, we have the Pale's Legion to help us block. Probably need to pay more attention to the Pale. So far we haven't needed to block that much in this game, so... in this run, so we haven't really been paying enough attention to this. Save a little bit of Osti's health. And it's back up again. So we can... Oh, 39. Well. Okay. Maybe 16, 26. Okay, let's do it this way. Did take a little bit of chip damage there, but that's okay. Bone, okay, another summon 15, so maybe we get rid of our energy potion and take that. Stonecracker. Upgrade 3 random cards in your draw pile for a boss. Okay, better than nothing. When you apply Doom, gain 3 block power. We're not applying Doom, we kind of went into the Ethereal. No, no, no. No, we don't want these, right? We just skip. Alright, so let's take another... And we want to go this way, I guess, right? So, okay, we'll Smith. Gain more block, more damage, block and weak. Yeah, we could use more weak duration, right? Like, let's upgrade the Defy. Oh, okay. There's 4 of these exoskeletons. So we do want to start hitting this, I guess. And then 3, 11, 14. I mean, do we use up our Pale's Legion? I mean, our Vambrace? We probably do, right? Oh, so the Vambrace and Pale's Legion does stack multiplicatively, so our defend is getting quadrupled, right? Not just, yeah. Okay, so I guess we do that just to you know, prevent Osti from dying and prevent us from taking chip damage. I mean, we don't really need to play this, but okay, sure. And we have the Horn Cleat for this turn. Alright, we can get rid of this exoskeleton, so we're... yeah. We can prevent Osti from dying, I guess, but that's not a big deal. He's only at 2 hit points anyways, right? Let's just do some damage. 14, yeah. So do we go after this one? This one's buffing first, so let's do that. Alright, so it looks like these don't attack 3 times in a row, right? That's why we wanted to hit this one before this one, right? I mean, okay, we get Necro Mastery. Well, yeah, we can still... we still block, right? And do we... okay, we finally get... oh no, that wasn't... we still need the Banshee's Cry. But, oh, it's only 9 damage to all with the way these hard-to-kill buffs work. Holy. So, do we just set up Melon... yeah, we can play all of this. And then the parrying shield damage, you know, better than nothing. Okay, so this, well... lethality doesn't really help much when they have the hard to kill, right? So, it's okay though. I mean, I guess we just kill what we can and then block. Okay, did pretty well in that fight too. Do we need another one? This is 17 damage for 1 energy. We are a bit low on energy. Fear. I mean, 1 vulnerable. That's only good when upgraded, right? This is already upgraded. Maybe we could take another one of these. Mummified Hand. Okay, so we can. We do have lethality and necromastery, so that'll help us, you know, help our average throughput a bit. Okay, AoE fight. Being hit by 24, so I guess we do play this. This one's buffing, so I guess we go after that one first. So right now I'm just trying to kill them, you know, temporarily kill them one at a time while we're setting up, so we don't, you know, take too much damage. That's sort of the idea here. Okay, so I guess we retain the block. Alright, so now we have the Mummified Hand, so we want to play more cards and play lethality last and have a better chance of getting having Banshee's Cry becoming free, maybe? Yeah, hopefully it lands on the Banshee's Cry. No, we got a strike. Well, okay. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, we do have Necromastery now. Okay, we can play everything. This one weak, we defend, and then Necromastery now can guarantee we can play the... yeah. So we do want to redraw the Banshee's Cry as soon as we can. Let's just keep... okay, we are going to... I guess we are going to take some chip damage now. Well, this one will be a little bit more dangerous next turn. Okay, we did take a couple of damage there. Okay, so now we've played so many ethereal cards. This is actually strong now. Okay, not bad, not bad. Regen potion? Yeah, okay, I guess we just start regaining our health back. Another Necromastery. So this will just make it more likely that we get it at the start of a fight, I guess, right? Oh. Huh. We don't have many Osti attacks. But we do have the, Mummified Hand and Summon 8, So I guess we just take that. Another one. Alright, let's upgrade another card. So do we upgrade Melancholy or the Pull from Below? Oh yeah, the boss should check that. Knowledge Demon. Alright, so we upgrade the Pull from Below, I guess, just to have more damage once it scales up. Chomper. So if we want to not take chip damage, we do have to play a block card and use up our Embrace and the Pale Legion. Next turn we'll have the Hornclate, so yeah, I guess we do just play a block card. Just get rid of one of the artifact stacks. Ethereal. These are already upgraded, right? So I guess we can upgrade our strike. Yeah. So that upgrading cards in discard pile, that doesn't seem very strong, at least not this round. This is a bit overkill to kill this one, right? Maybe we defile this one and just block. Okay, now we got the well, we can lethality first. Maybe we land on the Necromastery for free, so maybe we play these other things in our hand first to... Yeah, so we... Oh no, now we might not... Yeah, we should have just... Okay, that was... Oh. Oh, okay, we did manage to play everything. Do we want to regen more health before we kill this? Oh, I could have played the bodyguard, but it doesn't matter. We're just gaining more health. Okay, let's just go this time. Potion of Doom, 33 Doom. Well, we probably don't need another defile, or do we? So, card draw, do we need card draw? I mean, another defile would help the pull from below scale faster, maybe. Sometimes we'll just lose it to Ethereal, right? But okay, sure. We have a third one. Oh, Entomancer. I guess we have to block. Yeah. We didn't land on one of the cards we wanted to. Okay, we did get the Hornclate block, but we definitely want to play this. Great, 2 cards. So let's play this first. And then we play this. Upgrades the right cards, and then I guess we play the Undeath just to save with some of Osti's health. Buffing this turn, we can play another Necromastery for insurance. Retain one of the defense. Okay, luckily we did get Defy. That's with the Pale Legion also. Maybe it wasn't really worth putting 2 Dazed in a deck to play a strike. I don't know. Okay, so we... So we want to do this, I guess, yeah. And that way the... Pull from below... Oh, that's not enough damage. Well... We have Asti to block for us, right? If we draw... Just get the damage while we can. Oh wait, what happened there? How did we do? Oh yeah, because of the Necromastery. Okay, so it was enough damage. Okay. Potion of Doom, Touch of... Okay, let's take the Touch of Insanity. Permafrost. Okay, that first time we play a power guild. Another lethality, so I guess that would, you know, scale our damage a little bit more. I'm assuming they stack, right? If they don't stack, we'll be a bit disappointed. Lost Progenitor. So I guess we want to get Necromastery down. Well, yeah, we don't want to use our Vambrace and Pale's Legion. Alright, so, we want to play... Okay, yeah, let's make the Banshee's Cry retain. And then we want to play this first so we have a higher chance of making it cost 0, right? Okay, we did get it. Now we have lethality. And this turn, well, we probably just want to block. Do we want to add Ethereal to a card in hand? Not really, right? Let's do that. So does the lethality stack? I guess that's the question. Okay, so I guess if we stall out the fight long enough, maybe we'll be able to find out. It does. Okay, so that's good to know. Excellent. Seems pretty strong card. Okay, upgraded cleanse, so that's like a little bit better than our starter. Do we like exhausting cards from our draw pile? It thins out our deck, right? Countdown, that's... Well, we're not really into the Doom thing. I guess we take cleanse. Upgraded cleanse. Okay, things are going well so far, so let's... Do we upgrade Melancholy or Banshee's Cry? Well, Banshee's Cry is... I mean, is that... Or do we upgrade the... I guess, well, this upgrades more. Does this... So if we were to upgrade the... So this upgrades more... Yeah. Okay. But maybe we just want to upgrade our block card, Melancholy. Just to... Yeah. Knowledge Demon. So it'll put debuffs on us. We can retain our Banshee's Cry again, right? So we play this first to have a higher chance of making Banshee's Cry free after we play the... Oh, we do have the T energy, so yeah. But it's probably not worth playing block cards and using these up just to have a higher chance of playing Banshee's Cry for free this turn, right? So we probably do just want to do this way, upgrade those, Necromastery, and hopefully land on it. Yes, we do. Okay. That's a good start. And we have a lot of block, right? So let's take this one. Now this turn we have the Horn Cleat. So we don't really need to play this. Let's just... I mean, we could anyways, but it's probably not worth it, right? Yeah, let's... We might need the block next turn, or... Yeah. Okay, so we did get Defy. Yeah. It's a good thing we were a little bit patient there. Alright, so now we want to get more powers down while we're scaling up. Oh. Well, yeah, that's good. We do want to exhaust to defend. Okay, so now we need to make sure we play the right card first, right? So our higher damage card. We don't want to be playing the other attacks before. We've got to get ethereal cards going. Yeah, I mean, we want to be playing more ethereal cards, so not having ethereal cards exhaust, right? So we probably did mess up last turn. We could have buffed the, you know, we could have buffed the pull from below a bit more if we had played the cards in the right order. But that's okay. We're still in good shape. Maybe we should have blocked that because we had the, yeah. Well, we need... We only need... Yeah, we don't need to play more than 3 cards a turn. So we can start thinning out our deck. Yeah, I keep forgetting we have this on us, so, yeah. Alright, so now we got this with our lethality, right? Or no, this one does even more damage. Okay, good. Necrobinder seems to, we seem to have a pretty good Necrobinder deck going here. Well, we probably don't need another one, right? Do we want to apply Doom to ourselves? That puts us on a clock, right? So when we don't kill the enemy fast enough, we'll eventually die. Okay, we have this. That's Ethereal. Delayed card draw. Maybe it can help with debuffs. Yeah, we can like just start transforming our basics. Or do we want another Necromastery? We probably just take this, right? I mean, Necro Surge, yeah, that seems okay, but yeah, I'm a little worried about if we can kill things fast enough. Okay, what do we get? Darv. Okay, Astrolabe, Black Star. Well, I mean, we probably don't want this, right? Because we want things that help us kill the elites to begin with. What's this? At the end of combat... Oh, okay, so we can just remove strikes from our deck. If we, you know, as we go through. So we thin out our deck. What, the boss is the door maker. Yeah, I mean, yeah... Or do we get transform 3 and get 3 upgraded random cards? Those cards might not be any good, but... we don't need that many removes. Let's take the Astrolabe, transform 3 strikes. Or is there anything we would rather transform besides strike? I mean, maybe it would have been good to, you know, get the Forbidden Grimoire, but yeah, whatever. Now what do we have? Okay, another cleanse. That's good. We got a Flight of Flesh. We're not playing that many debuffs, right? This one's not that good. We do have the one that gives weak, though. So, it is a power, so at least we have the mummified hand. Another pull from below. No, that's the. Yeah, that we have another. Yeah, another pull from below. Okay, that card that might be good. All right, so we're feeling pretty confident, right? Just things have been going pretty well so far. So, I mean, there's not that many camps, anyways, right? So I guess we go. Yeah, we go here. We get early shop, right? We do want to spend our 682 gold. Alright, so we can just start thinning out our deck. So do we... we don't want to be losing our max HP, right? Well, let's make sure we can... But we do want to get our Necromastery down, too. Okay, so let's... We're blocking this, so we want this one to get the weak next turn. We don't care about the weak this turn, right? Okay, we didn't get lethality, but okay. Okay, I guess we just exhaust a strike. Lethality is ethereal, so we don't get to play it now, but that's okay. So okay, we do want to play block, right? 16, 14. I guess yeah, maybe we didn't. Might as well. This is a short fight, anyways. 14 plus 16 is 30, right? So that's not enough to kill this unless we play all 3 of the attacks on it. Well, what's the best way to distribute the damage? 28. So this will overkill by 5. This underkill. I guess let's just get them all low and then... So whichever one's attacking us, and... Oh no, they're all attacking us. Alright, but yeah. Well, we don't want to take max HP loss, right? Yeah. So next turn, we probably could have optimized that a bit better because Osti, we do have Necromastery down, right? But it doesn't matter. We managed to get through without taking any damage. Okay, yeah. Oh no, this costs 2. Maybe we don't want that. Okay. I mean, I guess we can take fetch. Just, you know, free output. Not much, but, you know, better than nothing. Plating, shockwave, madness when you're... Oh, okay, so we can... Do we have cards that cost 2 or more? Just the Necromastery. Well, this doesn't cost 2. Oh, we have this. Not many, right? Gain block for each card in hand. Blocks. Upgrade all card rewards if you took no damage. It's a bit greedy, maybe. I guess we can... Eternal Feather. Shockwave. I guess we just take the Shockwave, remove a strike. Eternal Armor. Eternal Feather. I mean, do we have a shop later? No. Cloak Clasp. I guess we could just have a little more block, or we have the Eternal Feather, which will heal us a bit. Okay, well, let's take the Feather then. I guess we can just greed with the Lava Lamp. We might not be able to spend our gold, right? But it depends on this event, maybe. Undeath is... No, we don't want to remove that. The card in the above... No! Oh my god! Oh, that's very bad. Oh no, it's just random, so we can remove a different card and not Undeath, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we've got another cleanser. Yeah, we can remove cleanse. Okay, yeah, now I get how that event works. Okay, that's not too bad. We don't want to lose our Undeath. So, for this fight, maybe we remove defense, or, wow. Yeah, let's still remove strike. Add Ethereal to card in hand. So we want to be playing more Ethereal cards, right? And then... Guess we thin out our deck. Okay, so we probably want to get these lethalities down. Yeah. Oh, I should have played the bodyguard before the starter card. That was a mistake. But it's okay, our deck is so good that, we're not really... Alright, block and draw, and card draw, delayed card draw, but... 12 damage to all enemies and you gain 12 block, so if Osti is low, but... this can be good. If he's not low, then it's not that good, but if he's not low, you're probably fine anyways, right? This can be good against the scrolls if we run into the, more scrolls later. But maybe we take the Grave Warden, that might help. Okay, so now, what do we do? More card draw, more shockwave duration. Banshee's Cry. I mean, Banshee's Cry isn't even most of our damage now once we scaled up, right? It's the pull from belows. So I guess we just do shockwave duration, yeah. And we healed the full thanks to the Eternal Feather. Okay, this elite. Well, this one's going to downgrade all of our cards, and we have a lot of upgraded cards, so that's not good. Okay, we can do... Yeah, we've got Shockwave now, so this is actually somewhat good, right? Okay. So which of these cards do we pull? Oh no, we have 3 energy. Alright, so... We're full blocking this turn due to the anchor, right? So we want to play an Ethereal card. Then we can make the bodyguard Ethereal and then just play it, or we could do it to the pull from below. Or do we play the body? Well, we can't kill it this turn, right? So maybe we just bodyguard. Yeah. Alright, so now... Okay, so we just... 22... Yeah, we could block to save some of Osti's hit points. Okay, let's just transform a strike. And we're not doing much damage this turn, right? So we're just... Oh, we can draw a card. Alright, well... I mean, this Spectral Knight is actually helping us, right? Because he gave us... He made all of our cards ethereal. Thanks, Spectral Knight. And, well, do we want to lose it? No, we play it to upgrade our, our... What do you call it? The pull from belows, right? Yeah. So now, like, thanks to the Spectral Knight, we're just upgrading pull from below with every card we play. And we can get rid of him with, this, right? So let's just, yeah, everything's ethereal. So now we get our upgrades back. No, we don't get our... Oh, no, these weren't upgraded to begin with, that's why. Okay. So we just Osti. Save Osti's health. Well, retain doesn't help us, right? Because well... Yeah, so this fight went really well. This was an elite fight too, right? Unseizing top. Squeeze. Okay, well, we don't have many Osti attacks. I don't think this is good. I mean, we could do Touch of Insanity on it, but that's not... Do we add Doom to all enemies? Do we deal 9 and deal 4 damage? No, we don't... Well, we do have a little bit of card draw, but no, nah. Skip. Okay, Pantograph, heal on the boss. Might not need that, but... this is the Act 3 Elite, which I tend to have the most problems with usually. But hopefully, we don't have problems with it this time. Okay, so... Do we block? I guess we block, right? Do we add Ethereal just to start scaling up our pull from belows? Wait, didn't we have 2 to pull from below in our deck? What happened to the other one? Oh no, it's in our hand. Okay. damage. So we probably just want to set up for now, right? Well, we can bodyguard. Well, this also bodyguards, in a way. Okay, well, yeah, let's just bank some health. And then get rid of strike. Okay, so we did manage to do that. So now we just want to be setting up while we scale up or pull from below to get rid of this Mecha Knight. Scaling. No, we don't want to play that, right? Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if we play it. Okay, there's the burns, but they're not in our deck yet, so we can't seance them, unfortunately. So we can pull from below with the double lethality. And then we probably just want to block the burns with... Yeah, do we want to copy the undeath? Sure. Then let's get rid of a defend. So pull from below will hopefully be... well, unfortunately we used Pale's Legion up, so... Oh, we still have this, right? No, it has Artifact, we can't give it weak. So I guess we just... Yeah, we'll just have to block as much as we can. Okay, we got this. Sure. Okay, so how much can we block? 17? This is 7. I guess we just block as much as we can. So we do lose a couple of Ethereal cards. We lost Osti, we took a damage. Alright. Well, this doesn't help us much, right? So let's just deal damage. Gain a soul in our draw pile? Sure. So eventually we'll, yeah, be... Okay, we're almost there. We managed to deal enough damage to the Mecha Knight before he scales up too much and starts hitting really... Oh, whoops, I meant to play the Seance, that was a mistake. Okay, that was not what I meant to do, but it didn't matter because, yeah. That was a misclick. Bag of marbles, alright, that's good. At least it's artifact strip, right? But... Well, do we actually need artifact strip on the door? So I guess it's just giving us vulnerable, right? So for whatever we attack on the first turn. I guess we're not always attacking much in the first turn. Okay, but... Oh, hey! 3 weak and 3 vulnerable. I do like the... This is probably good on the elites and bosses, right? Yeah, let's take that. Eternal Feather will heal us to full here. So what do we upgrade? I mean, we don't have anything that really we need the upgrade on, right? I mean, more card draw, I guess? Or do we just upgrade the bodyguard a bit to be able to bank more? We're not really relying on that much. I guess we just do that. Not the most important upgrade. Okay, so now I guess we just start setting up. I mean, do we well, we already got blocked from permafrost, so we don't need to, unless we really want this to have weak next turn, but it's probably not worth wasting the Vambrace and Pale's Legion, right? So why don't we just retain the Defy Plus? And then, wait, it's Ethereal? Okay, well, I guess we can't retain that. That was a mistake. But we don't want to play it because, you know, yeah. Although we do have the Hornclate this turn anyways, but maybe we should have just played it. Wow. Okay, let's do this. And I guess we just, Ethereal. I mean, this fight isn't that tough with the deck we have anyways, right? So, I mean, we've got lethality. Make sure to play that before the fetch. Yeah, I mean, we've got so much damage with, you know, our double lethality that seems really strong. So do we want to replace the Touch of Insanity with something, or? I mean, I guess we could just get a power potion and... I mean, usually this is really strong, right? Like, but do we have anything that we really need to make 0 cost to help? Well, I guess the Melancholy. Since... But no, the door will be dying on the Doormaker fight either, so that even that will kind of scale, right? Do we just get an extra power, I guess? And maybe we just roll for something on the boss? No. Maybe. Maybe. Probably don't need that. No, well, yeah, because we have the Bone Bruise, right? And then so on the boss, maybe that will come in handy. Let's take that. We do have to get through this elite first, so. But with how good our deck has been so far, or you know, we'll probably be fine, right? Okay, so I guess we play this, and then we do that. Did lose a couple of Ethereal cards, but yeah, no big deal. And then we just like this. Well, we can add soul. We probably just want to attack though, right? Yeah. Oh wait, we are losing Asti if we don't block, so again, we might as well then add the soul into it. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it anyways. Okay, so why don't we get rid of a defend, I guess. And then debuff the elite more. I guess we just make sure we stack up our stack our pull from below a little bit more. We're taking a little bit of chit damage, but that chit damage will probably be able to heal from the camp, right? Assuming we're not taking too much damage. Oh, we are taking a bit of damage. Ouch. Well, that's a little unfortunate. So we might end up actually resting at the camp if we... Well, we're still in the feather range, right? Yeah, maybe we're okay. So I guess we... Well, maybe we draw the card... No. Okay, let's just play this first. Another lethality. Okay, so now we get to play this for free. Do we want to exhaust a card? No, we don't want to exhaust any of those, so let's just, yeah. We can have Asti lose a little bit of HP, that's okay. And then now we get out of the fight, right? Yep. So we did lose a little bit of strength potion. Or maybe we just roll the dice for a good power. I don't know. I mean, strength potion would make the pull from below scale up a little bit faster, but yeah, whatever. We're probably more worried about our block, right? We probably don't need these. Yeah. If the Great Warden was upgraded, maybe, but you know. Okay, so now how do we want to play this? Well, we want to get Necromastery, right? And hopefully it lands on Sleight of Flesh, but we can't guarantee that. Nope. Okay, so... Well, we did get the block from the Permafrost, so that's good. 15, or do we just do this? Well, that doesn't really help much, right? I mean, this thing... Well, we can kill this one first, so... Yeah. These things have so little health anyways that, you know, I guess... Putting that on them. So we do want to target the... Oh, the second one has one more strength, is that... Okay, well now we Shockwave. And that's already full blocking, right? So I guess we just start scaling up our pull from below. 15, so that becomes 21. Okay, let's see what we draw. So we can just kill it, right? Wait, when it gets replaced, does the replacement immediately start attacking? It doesn't, does it? Oh, it starts buffing. Okay, so it does get an action though. It doesn't completely skip its turn or anything like that. Okay, well, we should probably... Maybe we should have just blocked it instead of, killed it. But I think we're in good shape anyways, yeah. Oh, so they do gain strength, right? So I guess if you leave it up, then, I guess you do have to worry about that. Alright. We've already got Necromastery, right? So maybe we do want to start killing this one actually before it. Oh, this one just gained even more strength, so okay. Well, we've got lethality. Maybe we don't want fetch to be the first attack. Yeah. So why don't we do that? Alright, then we do this. Yeah. Okay. So now we've just got this. Can we draw a pull from below, or... why was that 0 cost? Wait. Was the Defile we played just 0 cost? Maybe I missed something. Well, whatever. We'll worry about that later. Okay. Export, no. Okay, another one of these. Or do we want to power? Oh yeah, this will help a lot, right? So we will just get free cards, scale up our pull from below really fast. Yeah, we definitely want that. And now we're healing because of our... Yeah, and we could just upgrade any random thing. Like, nothing, none of these upgrades really matter, right? Upgrade 3. I mean, I guess we just... Do we just upgrade a defend? Like, just to have a little more safety? Or... I mean, we do have these... Pale's Legion, right? Or do we upgrade Bodyguard to be able to bank more health throughout the turns? Okay, I guess we do that. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure... Okay, so... Yeah, we just... Yeah, we're in pretty good shape, so... What do we get? No, we don't want this. Okay, we can do this, right? So we'll just... Scale up our Ethereal really quickly. Do we save the Shockwave for the... Well, no, the Shockwave's not very good in this, so let's just get it out of our deck. I mean... Just no, we don't need to do that. We save it for, save the Vambrace, right? Yeah, so things... Why are things costing 0? Wait, what is going on? Am I missing something that we have? Is there some kind of buff that we... Why did that cost 0? Well, okay, well, we'll worry about that later. Huh, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Something is making... Okay, so we cleanse the strike. Okay, now we... Oh, no! I didn't need to play that, did I? Oh, no, we are being attacked, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's maybe not play too fast. Oh, we have the Unseizing Top that's drawing us extra cards when we... But yeah, we're just sort of waiting to win here, right? So... Then we just do this. I guess we could have retained the Melancholy. But yeah, yeah, we're in good shape, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, we could have blocked more, I guess. But yeah, yeah, we're getting kind of overconfident here with how well things are going, right? I mean, just look at this. Yeah, so we won. That was a very strong Necrobinder run, right? Maybe Necrobinder's just really strong, or maybe we got lucky. I don't know. We probably do need to figure out why our cards were becoming free, right? Like, oh, was it because Mummified Hand and we just weren't paying attention? Maybe we got Mummified Hand, like with... But I thought we were drawing cards and they were free before we played Mummified Hand. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so next time I guess the defect, and hopefully I can actually record the defect run properly and not, you know, mess up the recording. So that was, yeah, pretty easy. So we do need to get to the higher difficulty levels. Okay, Trash Heap event was unlocked. We'll find out what that is later, I guess, at some point in the future. What do we have here? A giant. Okay, we got cards, so Osti synergies. Alright. Yep, until next time.